Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about Lilo and Stitch. Let's get to the review now, yo. Alright, y'all, let's get into this. So, I just watched the live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was good. I enjoyed the animated Lilo and Stitch. It was one of my childhood movies. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I really enjoyed it as a kid. I didn't expect to like the live action movie at all. I'm not a fan of most Disney live action remakes. Snow White was shit. The Lion King remake was shit. But I did like the Jungle Book live action, and I like this one too, Lilo and Stitch, and I think this Lilo and Stitch one is one of the better ones, along with the Jungle Book one. Dean Camp did a good job directing this movie, even though he had a low budget. You know, compared to Snow White's budget of like $250 million, this was only $100 million. So this is, for a Disney live action remake, it's a pretty low budget, you know, but even though he had that low budget, he made the most out of it, and instead to choose to focus more on the heart and story of the film instead of all the flashy effects and stuff. So at least that $100 million, it went to something, you know. It didn't just get thrown away, which I think was a good call. The writing is good, as the story of Lilo and Stitch is a good one, and this film stays true to the original animated version for the most part. There's some changes, you know. I like how it's not a shot-for-shot remake and that they add and change some things for better or worse. This movie has heart, and it's a great film to watch with the whole family, as it's funny and it's got a fun little adventure throughout. Is it perfect? No. But even with its flaws and predictable finish and leaving out some important characters from the animated version, it's still a solid and entertaining film. The acting is nothing special, but it's fine for the kind of film it is, as Maya Kealoha, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, she did a great job as Lilo. And, they picked the perfect person to play Lilo. You know, great casting choice, whoever was the casting director of this movie. Chris Saunders, who voiced Stitch in the animated version, also voices him in this film, and he does a good job. Yeah, you know, with the voice acting, great voice actor. You know, he plays him really good in this one as well. Zach Galifianakis just feels very out of place in this film, as I think his role was miscasted, and they should have probably picked someone else. He's not really that funny in this film. One of the least best aspects of this film is definitely Zach getting off of his character, but his other buddy in this film, he did a good job. The cinematography is basic, but fine. And the production design, you know, it looks nice, but they could have done a little more to make Hawaii look pretty, as it looks kind of dull for being Hawaii, but not too bad. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just, it could have been more pretty. The visual effects are great in this film, as the CGI is great, especially the CGI used for Stitch is magnificent. It looks really good. I like the soundtrack of this film, as there's a good balance of some Elvis songs and songs from the original Lilo and Stitch. It had a nice touch to it. The editing's pretty good in this film. It's very well paced. It's a short film. It's not too long, an hour and 45 minutes, and it never drags or feels slow. It definitely knows its audience it's catering to, you know, because, you know, this movie's for kids and families, you know, and they don't want to see an over 2-hour film. This is less than 2 hours, you know, perfect in their ballpark. Overall, Lilo and Stitch is good for what it is, a cute little family film that I found to be enjoyable, and I recommend giving it a watch. So check it out. Take your family to go see, especially this Memorial Day weekend. So y'all have a good time. Y'all like it even more than I did. I give this one a B-. We eating good watching this movie. You know, McDonald's, Taco Bell type shit. Alright, y'all, so that is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment on whether you have seen this movie or you're excited to see it. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts, and what's your favorite live-action Disney remake? Mine's between this and Jungle Book, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and alerts to know when I drop a new review. I appreciate you all for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me talk about movies. Thank you. Adios.